Hello, my name is Ryan, and the aim of this short interactive video is to give you some information regarding our Frosty Driver Challenge. I'll be discussing how the Frosty Driver Challenge works and how you can participate and track your hours using InTransit. You'll need to use this information to be able to participate in our challenge. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you a quick question. What types of winter activities do you participate in each year, or are thinking about participating in the future? Okay, thank you for responding. Let's take a look at how the Frosty Driver Challenge works. During the winter, when you're being active, doing something such as snowshoeing, or maybe you're skiing, playing ice hockey, or maybe you're just going to the gym and running inside on a treadmill. Whatever you're doing that's active, track your hours, and for every 5 hours that you track, you get entered to win a prize. Frosty Driver Challenge is going to start on January 1st and run for 8 weeks. This is for a few reasons. Number one, it's probably the most inactive time of year for most people. I tend to hibernate myself in this time. It's really cold outside and dark. And also a lot of people will make New Year's resolutions. So hopefully this winter challenge will give you the motivation required to stay active and keep those resolutions and be more active during the winter months. How can you participate and track your hours using InTransit? You'll be able to completely track all of your hours directly here on this InTransit website. Let's take a look at how that works. You'll need to sign in to your self-service account, and here you'll find the InTransit webpage. Go ahead and click this, and this will take you to InTransit. You will find the Health and Wellness Committee page under the Committees tab. This will take you to our homepage. At our homepage, you'll see all the different types of events that we put on. For the Frosty Driver Challenge, go ahead and click that button, and that'll take you to this specific page. Here you'll find this video, as well as a form to submit the hours that you have tracked. Underneath the form are a couple of charts. So we have a week-by-week chart. This is where you'll be able to see week by week each hour that you submitted, all the hours you've submitted. And underneath that is a chart for totals. This is where you can see the total amount of hours you've submitted so far in a visual representation and compare yourself to your other coworkers. So let's see how this works. To enter my hours, I'm going to go to the form, Frosty Driver Challenge 2023, and I'll need to enter my email address and my first and last name. Your email address and your name are not published anywhere on our page. This is just information for myself, so I know who you are, and hopefully I can come and find you at the end of the challenge and give you a prize. Then it asks you to enter a nickname. This is how your hours are going to be published and tracked. So you need to make sure that it is appropriate for the workplace and that you're using the same one each time. If you don't, the hours that you enter will not properly track. My nickname is Funk Master Blaster. Once you've done that, go ahead and click Next. And that'll take you to a drop-down menu of each week of the challenge, where I can now select the week that I want to enter my hours for. If I don't remember what week I need hours for, I just scroll down to the week-by-week chart. I can find my name. So there I am, Funk Master Blaster. I've got 10 hours for the first week, 10 hours for the second week, 13 hours and 7 hours. And then from January 29th to the end of the change, I haven't entered anything. And I can see that my total here is 40 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my hours for January 29th to February the 4th. I'm going to go back up to my drop-down menu. There's the week, January 29th to February the 4th. I can click on that, click Next. And now it's going to ask me to enter my hours. So I had 9 hours and 30 minutes. Then it asks, Then it asks if I'd like to enter hours for another week, and I would like to. Oh, looks like I got an error message. So this question will only accept a number without text. You can divide your minutes by 60 and get a decimal. So instead of 9 hours and 30 minutes, I'm going to enter 9.5 hours. It does have to be a number. It can't have any text associated with it. And then I'm going to click yes, because I'd like to enter some more hours. And then next. Go back to my drop-down menu, and I'm going to go to the next week, which is February 5th to 11th, and I want to enter some hours for that as well. I'm going to enter 10. Again, just a number. And I do not wish to enter any more hours. So go ahead and click next, and then I need to submit my responses. If I choose, I can have a copy of my responses emailed to me. This will be sent to the email address that I entered at the beginning. And then I click submit. And that is it. My hours are now recorded. From here, I can edit my responses if I had made a mistake, or I can submit another response if I like. I'm going to go down to the week-by-week chart and see that updated. So the chart has updated. You can see there's my name, Funkmaster Blaster, and I've got 10 hours, 13, and 7. And it's not showing this update yet, and that is because I just need to refresh the page. So I can refresh the page, or I can click on here. That'll do the same thing. And then if I scroll back down, I'll be able to see those hours that I just entered. So there I am. There's my 9.5 that I entered for January 29th. There's the 10 I entered. And I can see I still got a couple more weeks to go. And right now I'm sitting at 59.5 hours. I wonder how that is putting me on the totals chart. Let's take a look at that. There's my name there, Funkmaster Blaster. I can hover over any of these bars and it tells me the exact total. So I can see I'm a little bit behind Mike B. But it looks like I'm beating Superfly by about a half an hour. So hopefully this provides you with a little bit of motivation to keep active and get those hours in. I hope you enjoyed that short video segment on how to track your hours on InTransit. Do you remember how many hours you need to track in order to be entered to win one prize on the Frosty Driver Challenge? For every 5 hours that you are doing something active, you are entered to win one prize. Can you complete this entire challenge by staying inside and running on a treadmill at the gym? Yes, you can. You can complete our entire Frosty Driver Challenge without having to even go outside in the winter. Just be aware that I will personally be judging you if that is the case. We have covered how the Frosty Driver Challenge works and how you can participate and track your hours using this InTransit website. You will need to use this information whenever you are tracking your hours and participating in our challenge. So that is our Frosty Driver Challenge. Wish you the best of luck, stay active, and hopefully I'll be contacting you at the end to give you a prize. Stay frosty.